So, hello everyone, it's time for Slime! Man, I was born as a slime, everyone! So of course, Slime now, Rimuru-sama is fighting, he's, I don't know, something girlfriend-ish love interest, not really, kind of female, also from Japan, and this is her disciple now, also from Japan, right, and they're fighting, and she's mean to him. But anyway, I think he's gonna absorb the sword, right? He's like, I will just eat it up or something, yeah, he's like, I will consume it. That's probably what he's gonna do. It is definitely confusing, of course, I said it last week, and so on. It is very confusing. It feels very unfortunate, right? Not confusing, but it's like, that's the wrong word for it. It's confusing because as a viewer, as an anime only, I understand where they went wrong. It's not confusing. It's more like frustrating, annoying. I don't know, yeah, because I mean, come on, like we're not talking about it. It's just annoying that it seems very clear that they didn't think they would have a second season, right? So they kind of just went with like, oh, let's do the kid stuff now, and then, as much as example, the human love interest with the demon, that thing actually was earlier, or kind of started earlier, but we didn't do that. And now it's like, and here is this fight, and this is before he went back, but he kind of was back earlier, and then we had the school kids. So you know what I mean, right? This whole thing that. This is really like, this thing here is supposed to be before happens season 1, right? And they went to the demon thing and it's so much stuff here that feels like they kind of scramble the episode together, right? If you're looking from, it feels like you should have seen, I don't know, up to episode like 17 or something, season 1, right? And then watch this episode, something like that, because it really feels weird, and especially the love story, which is like, oh, there's like 1 episode, but it probably should be like 10 episodes. Right? The time frame of it should clearly be a lot longer. But because of how they made it, I mean, that's an issue, right? She introduced Mulan like last season, right? She should be in like episode 17, 18, right? And then she was more scripted. If they introduced her earlier, yeah, like roughly a year, and then we see the love story now, it would have been a lot more believable. Oh yeah, they had dates and so on in between the seasons. They had dates between these like 8, 10 episodes. Okay, fine, right? But now it's like, here she is, they love. Yeah, okay, are they really married? It's like, what? But anyway, that is unfortunate. That's why I'm watching it, but I don't know. You can see past that now, I guess. So, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, so let's see Rimuru-sama eating her rainbow sword, right? Yeah. Gluttony! And I guess he can somehow consume this rainbow sword and become a rainbow slime! King Rainbow Slime! Leveling up that power. Opening. But it's unfortunate that it's pretty clear that I assume they didn't think that. And I think it's another problem too, and I know I'm like said earlier too, but I think another problem is that if you watch the OVAs are also kind of all over the place. Yeah, the OVAs are like, oh, this is probably before episode 15. This OVA is like episode 25 or something. So the OVAs didn't feel that they were. I mean, obviously some OVAs like, oh, we're gonna have the sumo butt thing, the Kedio fight, or go to the beach episode, so, the onsen episode, yeah. So some OVAs are just like fan service, so that's fine, right? Like, they're just cool and fan servicey. But some other OVAs, like with the vampire thing and so on, that is like, when is this taking place? Is it after season 2? Or is it after this thing now? Yeah, I feel that the vampire thing, the vampire demon guy, is that like after this fight, right? That seems to be after season 3, I guess, right? So that for me is an annual here is the opening, yeah. That's very confusing to me. Like, when did that take place? Well, right? And then some other OVA is like, I guess, before season 2, or in the middle of season 1, right? So you kind of like, I don't get it. Yeah, it's like there is it feels a lot of episodes from the end of season 1 and the beginning of season 2, and with the OVAs, it feels really scrambled. Like you have a very hard time understanding the time order of them as an anime only, right? So I'm just like, oh, I guess this was here, and then this thing happened here, and something. But here we go. Rimuru-sama is eating rainbow swords. Because they have one goddamn tasty rainbow sword. I hope he turns into a rainbow slime now. I want to say a rainbow slime, come on. Eat the rainbow sword. Man. Oh yeah, turns into a dragon, of course. It's dragon Rimuru, kinda. With the wolf. Like a chimera. Yeah, some kind of chimera Rimuru. Okay. Some Japanese Shinto attacks. What's this thing? I love the ride they move. So you can do a lot of stuff. What? And like one element each, I guess. Water, fire, lightning. Okay, so then she's throwing in a lot of this stuff. Yeah. Oh, I can do this thing type 2 here. Is that it now then? She has a lot of different magic stuff. Whoa, okay. Okay, this is okay, this keeps going. Okay, this is like an amazing oh yeah, it's like the giant sky beam spell. Rimuru-sama of course survived this thing with no problem because it's Rimuru-sama. Rimuru-sama can die from this shit. But this seems like an absurdly high powerful spell here. It's the crushes all plants something. Whoa, this is almost too bright for my eyes. But I guess Rimuru-sama was like, I absorbed it. Something like that. Gluttony. Whoa, I don't say anything yet though. But come on, it's Rimuru-sama. It's a slime, man. That guy is like, oh, I'm fine. Didn't even hurt me. I just think Rimuru is gonna just pop up from the ground here and be like, perfect strategy. I could hide in the ground. Yeah, he's a slime. Exactly. Perfect strategy. Rimuru's like, I tricked her with my ultimate tactic, hiding in the grass. Like a top Pokemon. Yeah, there we go. Master! Wouldn't you hear this though? Because they're kind of having a yay, master! Yeah, and she left like a second ago, and they're like, yay! Wouldn't you hear them having this fun? Yeah, it's like, how can I hide? So Rimuru's like, I will hide in the shadows. I mean, clearly Rimuru's plan to hide, right? It's classic Rimuru. Always trying the pacifist route. Yeah, always trying to be a pacifist. Oh, I was hiding in the shadows, girl. Even sending Ifrit was a trick, apparently. Yeah, she's a bunshin! Figure Naruto fights! If it's used like Kage a bunshin! Slime bunshin! Haha! That Japanese girl fell for the oldest Japanese thing ever! The Kage a bunshin! Yeah, she's a bunshin. Come on. Classic Rimuru. They're doing a lot of recap here. If you saw, yeah, like if you saw the beam, you don't need to show me the beam again. Like, remember that beam you saw? Yes. I wonder if Milk right. I should ask Millie. Yeah, she's badass. Daro, I won! Definitely, I won! I tricked her! Is that I can draw at least? Yeah, I definitely draw to something. Like, yeah, stop talking about it and go home and save Shion and so on. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, like go back to the other barrier, right? I'm probably gonna go up to the village now. You can't, I guess, because the barrier, right? We can't find it? Yeah, but can't you run? Can't you say run though? Can't just run, man? You're a... Yeah, but run instead of teleporting. Maybe you can teleport closer, I suppose. I guess you can teleport something remotely, like less... yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we see the best boy. And of course, Rimuru-sama! Great Rimuru-sama! Here we go. The ninjas. Here we go. I'm a ninja only. It's fine. I have potion guy, so no problem. Yeah, no problem. We got potion, man. Yeah, so they're clearly in the barrier. We know it's in the barrier. You can't communicate inside the barrier. We know that. I'm fine. It only hurt a little bit. Yeah, I only lost like one arm. It's fine, man. It's healed. Come on. Stop giving me not fine. Have you seen my body? I'm fine, man. Like, it's healed. Potion healed. Goddamn, the Honoreningens, definitely. But yeah, gotta go to town, baby. Okay, here we go. So the town court in the pyramid thing. Can Rimuru go through it? Maybe. Can analyze it at least. Yeah, I can scan it. Using the scan ability. Yeah, I mean it's two barriers, right? So it's like a double density barrier. No, it's two different barriers. Yeah, different kind of barriers. Yeah, okay, so worst barrier. I mean, obviously she created one of the barriers, we know that, but... I just wish I could ever see an anime where someone's like, oh, you have a barrier magic on me? Anti-barrier, yeah, someone is, you know, with narrative, so on. Can animes be like, I have this jutsu, there's like anti-barrier, yeah, you can't trap me in a barrier, or, you know, or someone being like, no, my master's being fought in the barrier, and I can't help him, someone's like, actually I have anti-barrier. Yeah, if I write a shonen anime one day, guys, I'm gonna have a guy being trapped in a barrier, spoiler here, and then the other guys will be like, I have anti-barrier magic. Prepare, like a Batman thing, right? Prepare against goddamn capturing my master or my friend or whatever in a barrier. Yeah, I have an anti-barrier magic. I'm gonna have a guy being like, I have prepared with my anti-barrier magic. Definitely, it's time for that. But okay, can Rimuru maybe just enter it by being like a badass Rimuru? I guess he can just walk through it. Yeah, see, he's like, I can just walk through it. But yeah, come on, I'm Rimuru-sama, you know. Shion! I think it should be a lot more like dead goblins or something. Yeah, it's like, why is no people here? You know, why is all the monsters, right? Why is all the... You would imagine it'd be some more, I don't know, like, you know, people being... I mean, obviously they're helping them here, but I mean, wouldn't someone have like died or someone and then be like a dead goblin on the side, right? It seems like everyone is somehow fine, maybe. Let's bow again. Yeah, they're like, Gabiru-sama! Who cares about our life? How about Gabiru-sama? Rimuru-sama! Oh, yeah. He's of course embarrassed by being a bad goblin. Everyone seems to be fine. Maybe Shion died? I don't want best girl to die, but I'm just like, can anyone die? No, but a little bit like, maybe they kidnapped you probably, because she's so hot, right? They probably kidnapped the young girls, right? Because they're very pervy, those humans. Those isekai characters are clearly like, oh, big oppais, let's kidnap her. So I would imagine that Shion and the hot girls have been kidnapped, right? That's what I would imagine. It feels very classic anime. They took the hot girls, right? Rimuru gonna save his harm, right? Basically. But I would imagine they kidnapped the attractive females. That feels like a classic thing, right? Does she want to kill her? She's a traitor. Yeah, he's like, no, this is my best friend and his wife, so gotta protect my love, my friend's love interest and so on. Yeah, so they're gonna protect her, right? Because there's a love. His sister's probably kidnapped though, so he's angry, of course. Man, he's clearly like Tick first gonna be weakened against Fire Medic, yeah. Rimuru-sama! Yeah, we know that, and she's clearly at fault for that. Yeah, but he's in love, man. Gotta put his wife. Come on. Yeah, gotta fight for his love, right? Like, can't you just turn off the barrier? Yeah, come on, woman. Of course, Rimuru is gonna hear up, but he's a nice pacifist. He's gonna be like, no, of course, friendship and love. He's like, come on, guys, I won't kill this poor woman. He's too nice, right? Rimuru is not a very authoritarian leader. So I'll be like, yay, of course love is more important than lives. Come on, guys. Yeah. Rimuru will forgive her. Of course he will. But no one's mentioned yet where is the girls, right? So clearly the girls have been kidnapped. Or they're dead. But I have a hard time seeing killing off the best girls. Come on. It doesn't feel anime to me where the female character is killed like that. I think they're kidnapped by the isekai, douchebags. Maybe there is some death here though. Whoa. Man, I don't want to see Shion being killed, man. I feel if anyone's gonna die, it's gonna be Shion probably, unfortunately. Yeah, best girl. I feel if anyone's gonna die, it's gonna be her, right? Like if we had her fight the evil protagonist. The other guys, the other isekai protagonist, or antagonist, but you know what I mean. But she's more, like... Here we see some people being injured though, but on blood, but still no one there has to be dead. Man, I don't want to see Shion being freaking killed, man. Okay, here we have some people being dead. I was wondering earlier why, as I mentioned earlier, why was no dead people, right? Okay, so here we have some people actually being dead. Some goblins and so on. But is Shion there though? Is character I care about there? Or is it just random people? Okay, it's just random poor goblins, but... I mean, it is sad, but like, I'm still so concerned they're gonna kill off, the main characters, right? But certainly some goblins died. But as I said earlier, like, why was there no bodies? I guess they all just put them all in the same place here. Put them all in the same location. Because it didn't make sense earlier. It was like, why is no one dead in the village, right? Okay, but took them all to the same place there. Yeah, goddamn humans. Honoreningen! It's mostly dead goblins. Yeah, mostly dead goblins. The humans are always evil in every anime. Humans are always goddamn evil. It's gonna be some character development for Rimuru here. He's like, you have to be nice to everyone. Yeah, be nice to humans and befriend them, and yeah, don't fight. We're all gonna live in harmony, and we're gonna be like goblins and orcs, and all be happy together. So it might be some character development for Rimuru here then, realizing that he killed them, kinda. Yeah, he finally exceeded the barrier, but but it's still a human's fault. Let's blame the humans. The damn goddamn humans. It's like, I forgive you. It's not your fault, girl. Interesting. I can explain what happened. Let me give you some perspective. Yeah, it's the merchant guy. So yeah. Mjölmile. What a name! What a name! Mjöl. Floor guy, yeah. Flour, yeah, floor guy. Mjöl. Well, mjöl is like a drink though, but mjöl or mjöl, yeah, mjöl is floor. God, that was humans. Always the goddamn humans. But I mean, clearly, we still haven't seen the girls, right? They kidnapped the girls, right? They kidnapped the girls. I mean, Where's Shion then? Quitting Shion that boy. Where's my goddamn best girl? They didn't see her body though, so. And obviously the humans are pure evil, we know that, as always. Gonna kill every goddamn human. But she was like, is it my way? I don't know how she was like, yeah, I gotta crush it because of the reasons. And obviously, it was the worst false flag ever. They're like, oh, they're coming right at us! Why are you setting firebombs at them? Yeah, that's the worst false flag ever. I also think that the humans should have a better false flag play than that. They was just like, oh, the humans are horrible at first flagging, okay. Yeah, and obviously it's important. The trade wars, it's obvious. We know that. Yeah, this guy's like, it's a trade route war, man. You never played a strategy game in your life. You're destroying the trade routes. You should play more EU for something. You even know about trade routes. You'd be like, he's stealing the trade routes. Like, that's why it's war now, because of the trade routes. Come on. Yes, it's the most obvious thing ever. It's like, if you ever played a strategy game with like a big, trade war game, yeah, like a Civ and EU and so on, you would know exactly that. Oh, this is a trade war because yeah, you're destroying the trade routes, man. You're steering the trade routes around for them, of course. Mulan-chan. Yes, this is finally gonna explain how she's working for the evil Clayman, maybe? For Dio? He's like, I'm part of the evil clown empire thing, so, Okay, he's gonna be honest with that. Who the Demon Lord Center. Finally. We as a viewer known him for a long time, right? But, yes. Clayman! I work for Clayman! Are? Goddamn that Demon Lord! Nemo-sama, here we go. Demon Lords. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Goddamn demon. Yeah, goddamn demon lords. It's probably gonna, I just say this. It's probably gonna enter him and be like, ha ha ha! My evil plan! It was me all along! Yeah! Let's wait for him to be like, it was me, Dio! Yeah! Exactly, and then smile. Let's wait. I was just gonna say that. Let's wait. Yeah, let's wait for that. Expected exactly. I expected. Just the last minute for him be like, yeah, it was me, Dio. He's ending with Clayman being like, yes, I'm the bad guy here. Like, of course he is. Waiting for the whole episode to be like, yeah. Of course, it's me all along, man. But I guess she's kidnapped. Yeah, we never talked about Best Girl. And I'm like, is she dead? Is Best Girl dead? With the big stop pipes, man. I mean, I guess so. They never mentioned her at all. Never mentioned Shion at all. Thought about the shoe that was healing them, but they never mentioned her, right? Oh, this is after ending here. Hope. Okay, yeah, so let's review it, of course. It's a good episode. Of course, Rimuru is like, can't give no bullshit. I'm a ninja, girl. Yeah, like, come on. He avoided that easily, but it's a ninja strategy. So that's good. It, I will say it felt a little weak to me, in my opinion, honestly. That, like, you know, no one died. No, but I mean, no one with a name died. Maybe, no, she's kidnapped because he wanted to Oppais, of course. Clearly, he kidnapped her because the big, you know, Uni Oppais, that's pretty clear. But, certainly, right? It's gonna be a damsel in distress Shion, probably. But otherwise, like, no character, right? There be no, like, Goptaler, yeah, no one died, right? Oh, Gopta is fine, he's healing her, you know, yeah. So I think that was a little weak. I think it probably would be better if you know, Rimuru actually lost someone he, like, oh no, my friendly this guy, yeah. Instead it's like, oh, okay, this random goblin died, we have never seen him before, in the background. It's a lot like that. I mean, his story is, like, painful for him, but it's a little. I feel a little bit. I think it should be better if they actually lost, you know, some, yeah, like some actual characters that we care about. Not to say saying that everyone should die, but like maybe one or two, you know, name characters would have, like when they enter that, the bodies would be like, no, Shion. That would have been a much more impactful, I think, for Rimuru too, right? Instead it's like, oh no, I lost some random goblins that I never talked to. I mean, that's sad, but yeah, so if it's a little bit like, maybe it should have been a bigger impact on him. His character development, if it was like, but still, certainly he's gonna blame himself, right, and telling them, yeah, Gopis don't want to treat humans nicely when all those humans are pure evil. So you know he's gonna have to change that opinion, I guess, right? God damn, Honoria ninjas. So that was good. Just gonna see Rimuru change. Of course, the boys are gonna protect Mulan, right? Like the love interest, they're gonna save her, of course, and you know she kind of is trying to, because she hates herself, she's like, oh no, you should kill me, I, you know, betrayed my love interest, you should kill me, right? So he kind of has sort of a lot of self-hate there, right? And in that, Rimuru's like, no, I believe in love. He won't do it, he won't do it. And it finally ended, as I said, like, I was just waiting for it to be like, oh, it was me, do you? I was waiting the whole episode for him to be, her to be like, oh, it was Clayman, and then of course going over to Clayman and still him being like, I'm a genius, you know, I'm an evil genius. Definitely, certainly. I mean, absolutely. I was so sure the last minute was gonna be just that. He's like, hey, my evil plan. But yeah, otherwise the episode was, I mean, I hope it's gonna change Rimuru a little bit, right? And the whole thing with the trade war thing, as I mentioned a few episodes ago, it's one of the most classic wars ever in history, right? And in this strategy games, like I like to play, you know, I play some, you know, European Universalis and all those kind of those games, right? And Civilization, especially EU and also other, I guess, Paris games, especially European Universalis. It is massively about trade wars. You're like, oh, I have a trade here from the Caribbeans to, you know, the Mediterranean, but then these English people are changing the trade route into the English. Oh yeah, more, yeah. So like in that game, if you play an empire, or a country, I guess, but into an empire, if you bigger get, if you play a country in that game that has any kind of bearing on ships, right, different kind of trading, yeah, not also land trading, but especially then sea trading. I feel like every second war is about like, oh, you took my Caribbean. Oh no, they have the Sheepscake Bay trade node. Oh no, it's gonna change the trade node for this thing. It's gonna go to the English hand instead of. Oh no, they have the Ivory Coast now, so they're gonna revert trade from this thing to this thing, right? Or and so on. Yeah, that game is like 95%, I would say, about trade wars. You're like, oh, it's trade wars here. Right? So if you ever played those games, Rimuru would have been like, oh shit, of course you hate me because I'm chasing the trade route, right? I've created a new trade node, and now this trade node is going to my trade node instead, right? And that's really massively making them lose money, right? So, as I said a few episodes ago, it's one of the most common issues for historical wars, right? That you have different trade routes, especially if you build a new city, because it really creates a new trade route, not just stirs it from two different places, but completely alter. The thing is that because you change the node, that means that other routes later on, right, also will change. It might not change, but probably. So from having, for example, you have say 10 different nodes, right? You have A, B, C, and so on, right? And like it can be that A trade goes to B, B goes to D or C, and so on, right? But by having a new, adding in like this like 11 node right in the middle of it, that can mean that it flows like A, B, C, you know, F, right? And it skips over E completely, right? That's how a real war starts too, because suddenly it goes like, you know, dung 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 in the up, so it can completely skip over 1 or 2 places, or even more. It can skip over like 10 places, right? Depending on if you really change that trade route. If from a historical aspect, then especially then, you know, you started to like have this much more better ship strikes, started having new islands and stuff like that. Suddenly it's like, oh, they built a new city on that island over there. That's very important from this island to that place. Suddenly, you know, you can completely skip over a city, right? And skipping over this city can make it miss a whole country. So it can be like a massive disservice, right, for another country if you create a new node, right? So yeah, historically aspects, Rimuru should have she should have been on the money of like, wait a minute, if I create this thing like the man spent him, yeah, you're creating a massive economical, you know, lose for them, right? So of course they're gonna fight you because of the economic issues. And that as the anime makes a lot of sense, because they're like, oh, we are killing them because of our belief system or something, you know, we are like this church or something. And it's like, yeah, but it's much more about the economical issue, right? They're like, no, we're doing it because it's the right thing to do. Good. So that also is very realistic. There's been a lot of historical aspects where countries have been like, we are fighting them because of like this thing, and they're like, yeah, sure you are. And of course it's usually about economical, like, you know, usually trade routes, especially back in history. Even today, but today it's not that easy changing trade routes. The latest, I would say, example of massively changing trade routes today is when they built the Suez Canal, like the Panama Canal, and so on. You can like building the Panama Canal means you can kind of go straight through America instead of going around South America, right? And also go Suez Canal, so you can go in Africa. So that really changes, you know, massive trade, massive issues for, yeah, but really, like, so for example, look back, look at an example of it. So if you're a trader and you have this, you know, the ship in New York, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go and sell this stuff in Japan, right? You probably will ship it actually over the land, but say you want to, you know, it's too big. It's like a platform, it's too big, so you have to like pull it over the water, right? You can't send it over land, okay? Which some things are. Like for example, if you build platforms in South Korea, that's a bad example, I guess. South Korea has a lot of huge platform builders. I think they have to toll them over the ocean. So if you do that and you go, for example, to like East North America, right? Today, then you will have to either go over the ocean, or you will have to go through the Panama Canal, right? And you go like from South Korea to the Panama Canal, and then up to like New York and up to like Greenland or whatever, Canada, up that way, right? But in the past, you would have to go South Korea down to like South America, right? And the whole South America, and then up, right? So picture by building the Panama Canal, suddenly whole South America can be ignored, right? For the ship, right? So it's a lot of like trading, food, all the resources, all the stuff like that. It can be ignored completely to go up to, you know, East America. So that's kind of the Rimuru's thing. It's built like a new canal, like, oh, yeah, sit here now. Oh, okay, like a massive city suddenly in the middle of everything that ruins it for everyone else. So it makes sense. They will hate him though. But certainly I hope that this will somehow make Rimuru toughen up a little bit, right? Of course he forgives a girl and so on, but I hope he's gonna be like, I need to kill these people, right? I need to get revenge. Maybe, I don't know. He's probably gonna, you know, defeat the evil humans and somehow be nice to the civilians. I mean, certainly Rimuru won't kill the civilians, but I hope he kills at least the evil human knights and so on, right? It's like classic, you know, crusaders, like, oh yeah, evil war, right? But I hope Rimuru learns something from the, you know, the bad side of war, right? Yeah, war isn't pretty kind of thing. But yes, that's a review. Subscribe, so you guys watch with Add Zero, of course, tomorrow, live reaction. And then 7 scenes and also probably business, right? Usually come. Oh yeah, and Redo Healer. Yeah, can't forget about Redo Healer, man. That's a beautiful anime. That's like, you know, friendly anime. Tomorrow, guys. Subscribe. Have a good day.